Hello guys, Life Hackster here. Today we are going to check out the Eufy Floodlight Cam E340, a dual lens pan and tilt floodlight camera that has motion tracking plus a 2000 lumens floodlight. By the way, this is a sponsored video by Eufy, but I'll be testing this out just like any other camera that I review in this channel. Thank you Eufy for sending me this floodlight camera to be checked out and also for sponsoring this video. Before I'll talk about the specs and features, if you're thinking that this floodlight camera is only good if you have a junction box, then keep on watching. Because Eufy thought of this. You don't have to have a junction box, and I'll show you later in the video. This floodlight camera has dual lenses and dual views. In single view mode, it records in 2880 by 1620 at 15 frames per second and has a 135-degree diagonal field of view. You can, however, also zoom in, which will use the 3x telephoto lens, and from that, you can still zoom in some more digitally up to 8x of hybrid zoom. You can also set it in dual view mode, and it will record the two feeds from the two lenses. 2304 by 2592 pixel resolution at 15 FPS. It is a pan and tilt camera and can pan 360 degrees and tilt 70 degrees. It has AI motion tracking, preset positions, and auto cruise or patrol mode. No subscription needed. This can be set up by itself to connect directly to either a 2.4 or 5 GHz Wi-Fi and store the recordings locally to a microSD card inserted on the camera itself up to a 128GB card. But it can also be set up to record to Eufy's Homebase 3 instead of the SD card for more storage and more AI features. And aside from motion recordings, this can be set to record continuously 24/7 either on the SD card or on the Homebase 3. As to the floodlights, it is 2000 lumens bright but output is adjustable and has a 4000 Kelvin color temperature. You can set the lights on a schedule or dusk to dawn and set the brightness. And you can set a different brightness or max brightness when it detects motion at night. As to motion detection, it uses two PIR sensors and has this out of view detection in which when set, the camera, even when the motion is not in its field of view, it will still be able to detect and actually pan the camera to where the motion is. This is like the Eufy Floodlight Cam 2 Pro, except this will just be on both sides of the camera and not the back side like on the 2 Pro. This camera is weatherproof with an IP65 rating and compatible with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Inside the box, we have the floodlight cam itself front and center. We have two LED panels, a total of 2000 lumens. They are adjustable side to side and up or down. We have the speaker. And we have a wide PIR motion sensor. For the camera itself, we have two lenses, status light, mic, and in the bottom here we have a rubber flap that covers the sync button, USB-C port to set this up, and a microSD card slot. On top right here is a 1/4 screw mount, which I'll show you what it is used for later on. On the back, we have the mount and the wiring harness. We also have a box of accessories, and inside we have an S-hook for mounting screws and plastic anchors, machine screws for the junction box, and another set of machine screws to lock the floodlight to the base. We have a short USB-C cable to set the camera up. We have a Windows sticker, a quick start guide, and a mounting template. This floodlight cam currently is set up for a wall install, and to install this horizontally or under the eaves, unscrew this screw and also two more on each side of the wire harness. And now you can take this piece off, flip it so it will be on top of the floodlight, and push it down. Then screw back in the screws. And now you can install this under the eaves or in your ceiling. To set this up, Eufy recommends to set this up inside your house first. Open up the Eufy app and click the plus sign. Choose Floodlight Camera, Floodlight Cam E340, click Next, and you have two options, connect to Wi-Fi or to the Homebase 3. I'll choose Homebase 3. Scan the QR code which is on the back of the camera, which prompts you that it needs to connect to Wi-Fi first so that it can update. Plug in the camera using a 2-amp adapter and the included USB-C cable. It will do its boot up sequence and press the sync button until you hear a beep. Type in your Wi-Fi's password and wait until it gets connected and update the firmware if needed. And now you will get the edge connection option where you can add the camera to the Homebase. Alright, so clarification here. I initially connected this to the Homebase 3, did all my testing, and come to find out that time of my testing, the Homebase 3 recordings are not in full resolution. Only 1080p in single view mode and 1920 by 2160 in dual view modes. Eufy knows about this and should be working on to get the recordings to full resolution. Setting up using the microSD card though has no issues, and this is the one that you'll be seeing in the video quality testing. Alright, for installation, first make sure power is off on the junction box that you are going to use. For wall install, screw in the base to the junction box using the included machine screws. Hook the floodlight on the S-hook and hook it to the junction box so that you have both hands that you can use to wire in the floodlight. Now, you will be needing a smaller Phillips driver for this. Connect the black to black, green to ground, and white to white, making sure the connections are tight. Unhook the camera and place it on the mount and pull down to secure it. Finally, screw in the base screws, and there's two of them to lock the camera in place. Now, as I've showed earlier, you can also install this under the eaves or in a ceiling using a junction box. But if you don't have one, well, Eufy actually cleverly designed this, that you can install this without a junction box. And on the base of the mount, there is a rubber plug that you can pull out. Then screw in the base directly to the wall or ceiling. And Eufy will be selling this eventually a plug-in kit. But I'll use a plug-in extension cable to demo. Feed the cutoff end to the hole and you can clip the cable in. And on the back of the floodlight, snip off this tab using some pliers. And now you have a space for the cable. Hook in the camera and wire in the 3 wires. Place the floodlight onto the mount and push down to secure it in place. And lock it in with the 2 machine screws. And now you can install this and not needing a junction box. You just need a plug-in extension cable and a power outlet nearby. Let's check these settings in the app. When you open up the app, you will see the snapshot from the camera. Click on it to show the live view, which loads up pretty quick. I'm currently on the dual view mode. In here, you can record the live view, listen in, start two-way talk, which is half duplex, push and hold, pan and tilt controls, where you can manually pan left or right, up or down. Click the arrow to get to the preset positions, where you can set up to 4. And the first one is the default or home position. And you can manually turn on or off the floodlights. Swipe the bottom menu to the left for more options. Take a snapshot, on and off, night vision, and AI tracking, and we have the 360 round look, where the camera will automatically pan 360 degrees. We have the playback, which will show the timeline, and yellow areas are motion events, and you can download them to your phone. On top here, you can manually trigger the siren, sound only, light only, or both. Gear icon for the camera settings, edge connection if you want this to record to the home base 3, light settings, ambient light for dusk to dawn, and you can adjust the brightness. And you can also schedule it if you want. There is also a separate setting for motion detected events at night. Adjust how bright the floodlights will be and how long the lights will light up after motion is detected. Motion detection. Activity zones, where you can have up to 2 customizable zones. When set up by itself, this floodlight cam has human, vehicle, and pet detection. Adjust the sensitivity, and also you can turn on and off the motion tracking. We have detection range, and this is for the out of view detection, where you can set where the camera will turn to when motion is detected, and you can adjust the PIR sensitivity. Pan and tilt settings, you can adjust the pan and tilt speed, and we have the auto cruise or patrol mode, where the camera will stay in one of the preset positions for 10 seconds and move to the next one. Video settings, we have night vision settings, we have continuous recording, either 24/7 or you can schedule it. View mode, you already saw the dual view, but you can also set it to single view, and you can set it to zoom in 3x if you want. Streaming quality, which I set to 3K, and in recording quality, also in 3K. And on the notification, you can set which motion you want to be notified about. Set the interval time, and I always set this to full effect, text first, then thumbnail. And you can change the notification tones here. Well, time to do some testing. So this is the video and audio quality of Eufy Floodlight Cam E340, and this is in dual view mode. Video clarity test at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Running that test. So this is the video quality of Eufy's Floodlight Cam E340 at night, and this with the floodlights turned on, 2000 lumens, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So this is the video quality of the Eufy Floodlight Cam E340 at night, and this with the floodlights turned off, and it has 3 infrared LEDs, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We are going to test the motion alert notification speed of Eufy's Floodlight Cam E340, and I'm on my LTE connection and it is 415. So let's check it out. Yeah, detected me. Wow, that was quick. I have the full effect and I got the thumbnail. Oh, notification is quick on this one. I'm not even on the snapshot. Okay. All right, click on that and it should get you to the buffered footage, and there is a pre-recording, I bet. Probably 10 seconds of pre-recording there. About 6 seconds. Cool. All right, so it's 4:16, but it's about less than a minute. It's about 30 seconds, and it went back to its default position, monitoring position. And let's check it out. The cool off, there should be no cool off. The notification, the text one is pretty quick. There's just a delay on the thumbnail, but that text notification is quick. Cool. All right, so we are going to test the maximum detection distance of Eufy's Floodlight Cam E340. The only thing is that on my test, see, right, there's 8 feet, but you know, the camera itself and the floodlight, so the camera itself is around on the 7-foot mark, and the PIR sensor about 7.5 feet. So Eufy is recommending 8 feet for this installation to get the 40 feet detection range. But we'll see. I've set the sensitivity to the highest and person detection only. So 40 feet. Not at 40. Let's go 35. Oh yeah, I saw it. It detected me at 35 feet and I got B right there. That's cool. Just to be fair, when I installed this in my front garage area where it is 9.5 feet high, it is able to detect at 40 feet. As to tracking more than 2 people, the camera will tend to stick to the first person that was detected. All right, so we are gonna test and see if there is some motor noise when this camera pans. Nope, I don't hear it. How about when it tilts? I don't hear it also. This is the audio quality coming out from Eufy's Floodlight Cam E340. Quality coming out from Eufy's Floodlight Cam E340. Show Floodlight Cam E340.
Okay.
Cool. So what do you think? I currently installed this in my front garage area, and the last several days of use, it has been pretty reliable. I like that its notification is pretty quick, can record 24/7, and has dual lenses. Video quality is pretty good in daytime and also at night. I like the out-of-area detection because if there is any movement in the blind spot of the camera will pan to that area. I'll be making more videos comparing this with other floodlight cameras in my future videos. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.